It's coming in right now, viewers. ECI sources a meeting with the chief electoral officers from all states and union territories began, and it's underway at the India International Institute of Democracy and Election Management. ECI had informed the CEOs to come with a presentation of their respective state and union territories on SIR preparedness. Each CEO has to make the presentation. And after this crucial meeting, the ECI is going to decide on a date for the nationwide rollout of the SIR. Huge update coming in, viewers on Republic TV. This is a very crucial meeting, By the way, this is source-based information which we're getting for our viewers. A meeting with the chief electoral officers from all states and union territories began. And it's underway. Let's go to Niranjan to help us understand. Crucial meeting underway. Niranjan, this is huge because it shows the preparations are underway for a pan-India rollout of the SIR.
I have Abhishek Kapoor and Shravan Sen here with me because this is a very big story and it's almost final now. Let me go across first to Aishwarya on what he's picking up, because what we understand is that the decision has almost been taken and it is a matter of time before it's implemented across India. Aishwarya, what are you picking up?
Well, at this point of time, we can tell you that today in that very important meeting of the Election Commission, a presentation was put up. The Bihar State Election Commissioner shared his experiences and told all the other state ECs that how SIR was implemented. And after that, what we are being told, Shravan and Niranjan, that it is a nationwide process which the National Election Commission, that is the Chief Election Commissioner, would want to implement across India. That has yet not been implemented, but the preparedness, this is being taken as a very important preparedness meeting for the same. Yes.
Okay. And Shravan, the meeting is on right now. We knew this was speculation, but how are they taking it forward? Is there a blueprint for the same?
Right now, as we speak, there's a presentation that is now being made by the chief electoral officers from each of these states. What they have basically been asked is that to give a timeline as to whether at all they are prepared to undertake this entire exercise, following which we are being told that a date is going to be finalized when the Election Commission of India basically announces pan-India, nationwide SIR. So this is on the basis of how prepared are we and by when can we start.
What are the big states that it could directly impact in the immediate term, Aishwarya?
No, you have to understand, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, prior to that, Assam is going to polls this year itself. You have West Bengal within the next 12 months. So all of these are the states which are going to be directly impacted. But more than that, we have to understand the political outfall of this. We've seen that the kind of impact, Shravan and Niranjan, SIR had in Bihar. You had the complete opposition going, taking on the government and saying, and taking on the chief electoral officer of the country for that matter, and saying that he is being bipartisan and acting in support of the government. So how do they react to this? Just the thought that the Election Commission is looking for a nationwide implementation of SIR is going to be very, very interesting.
Gopi is also joining us live outside the venue where this meeting is on. Gopi, breaking the story on Republic. Take our viewers through the details you're picking up. Is it almost final now, Gopi?
Well, in fact, as per the circular which was released by the ECI, let's tell our viewers that it was on August 24th that they had mentioned in the circular that in this meeting they have informed all the CEOs, the chief electoral officers of all the states and union territories to come prepared with the data of SIR preparedness in their respective states and union territories. This is what we are learning from our SIR, from our ECI sources. While also let's tell our viewers that all the chief electoral commissioners from all states as well as union territories are inside the IIDEM center, which happens to be the training center of ECI, wherein there is an expectation that each CEO of state from different states as well as union territories have been allotted 10 minutes each where they have to make a presentation. Also to go into the intricacies of what kind of work will happen on ground is, while speaking to our sources at ECI, they said that one BLO, which is the booth level officer, will be assigned with 1,000 citizens of this country, which includes 250 households each. And they've got ample amount of time to do this, as there would be over lakhs of BLOs would be employed, would be deployed for this particular work. And what we are also picking up from our sources is that the chief electoral officers from all the states and union territories have had a video conference meeting just 2 days back, with the different people, and now we'll have to see when will these BLOs be finalized, and probably that is when we will get after understanding from these CEOs of different states and union
Gopi,
territories.
now the question will...
When ECI is going to decide on the nationwide rollout.
Yeah, Gopi, now Aishwarya, the immediate question will be on how the opposition is going to react. With one state, they almost tried to, create a riot-like situation.
The opposition will oppose, because that is the only thing, Shravan and Niranjan, they are doing. They are completely doubting, and they have questioned the Chief Election Commissioner directly. And I was just checking, right from Bihar, Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Puducherry. These are the states which go to poll between now and 2026. And if there is a nationwide implementation or even a thought of SIR being implemented anywhere outside of Bihar, it will have a direct impact. We have understood that the complete opposition, which is desperate and fails in every electoral process in defeating the BJP, have used these agencies, whether it is the ED, CBI, we've seen, and now the Election Commission, how they are blaming the Election Commission for their loss. So now they will just get one of the other more reasons for it, that it is because of the SIR that they are losing out. But what they are forgetting, that it's a normal process. The name was different, but SIR was being implemented earlier as well. It is just renewing and reviewing of the electoral list. If someone is not there, someone has moved his location, the name changes, the location changes. If there is a new add-on, and if a person has expired, that name needs to be removed. Because till now, in India, specifically in central India, it was happening. The people who are dead for last, I should say around 15 to 18 years, their name was still present in the electoral roll. In Bihar, if 65 lakh names have been removed, where have those people gone? So the whole issue is that those were the votes which were being fabricated by one party or the other. We can't blame one particular party for it, but those were the names, those were the number of votes which were being misused. So the real point is that SIR is being done for a more transparent process, that is a more transparent electoral process, and the opposition needs to understand that.
Yeah, and Mamata Banerjee has been one of the biggest critics, Shravan, and Aniruddha is also joining us live. He's in Assam. And Sharda is joining us from Tamil Nadu. Now, both of these states will see elections in the next few years. Shravan, Mamata Banerjee will be furious if this comes out. Now, how has she been reacting to this in the last few months?
Niranjan, before that, I'll just quickly share some more breaking news that we have in terms of the details emerging from the meeting. One, the electoral officers have basically been asked to produce details of the exercises that was carried out in the past, because remember, in the state of Bihar also, Aishwarya would know better that this was done in the past within a specific period. So each of these states have now been asked what is the time period are they really looking at, within what time frame will they be able to complete the entire process. All of this is now part of this presentation that is being made. We are being told that by another 2 hours or so, the presentation which each of these electoral officers would be completed. Thereafter, there is another meeting that's going to take place where they essentially decide whether at all it will be done one shot, all states, or there would be specific timeline given to each of these states.
Okay, Prakash is also joining us. Aishwarya, you want to take a question with Prakash?
Yeah,
joining us right from Bihar.
Prakash, we've already seen the kind of impact, politically speaking, SIR had on the opposition. Now a nationwide thought. Prakash.
Well, there's not much impact of SIR campaign launched by the Congress party and the RJD, despite the fact that Rahul Gandhi did launch his yatra. But as a matter of fact, there were dead voters. Around 60 to 65 lakh voters have been omitted in Bihar. And it did create a stir because there were people with multiple voting rights in 2-3 places, and those people have been omitted. Suppose from the rural areas, somebody has migrated to urban areas, and if they are carrying their voter ID card in the rural areas as well as the urban areas, their names have been deleted from the voter list. Second, there are many dead people whose name have been deleted. So it was an unnecessary dispute or controversy that was created by the Congress party. Now that this nationwide SIR that has been planned to roll out in the next few months, keeping in mind the Bengal elections and Tamil Nadu elections, as well as different other elections across the country, it will definitely help for a free and fair poll across the nation.
Yeah.
And remember, in 29, the country may expect one nation, one poll also, because as a part of the exercise that is being carried out by Narendra Modi government to enhance the number of seats in the parliament, and that is why the new parliament has been made as well with the women's
Prakash, just hold on to that thought. Prakash makes an interesting point there, Shravan. Prakash says
and delimitation of
this could all be
constituencies
perhaps
coming
leading up to one nation, one poll at some point. He says if 6 million people have been taken off the rolls, and you can take that question to Aniruddha now. Aniruddha is also joining us live. If 6 million people are taken off the rolls in a state like Bihar, right, that would roughly be about, roughly anywhere between 5 to 10%. That's a big number. But in Bengal, it just changes the equation. Aniruddha is joining us. Assam has a similar problem. If you want to take a question with him.
Well, in fact, as far as Assam is concerned, they've specifically looked at certain constituencies where there has been what the allegation has been, there's been a complete demographic change. And the fact of the matter is... and
That is the truth, yeah.
So that is exactly why they're saying that focus is right now on bogus voters, duplication of IDs that are essentially taking place. So it is a very clinical and a scientific experiment that is essentially being carried out right now by the Election Commission. Anirudh, in terms of the process that is to be carried out, the eviction drives that are being carried out, plus the fact that the government time and again has been saying that it is important to carry out a complete crackdown.
Okay, breaking news coming in. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, Aishwarya, and thank you, Shravan. Moving across straight to the pictures coming in from Mandya next in Karnataka. Pictures coming in. Let's go across straight to those pictures.